Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and when we last left off, we were in the middle of the Superadine Ring story arc. We're on part 3, and in this part of the story arc, after we were betrayed by someone in the hospital and ambushed, we went back to Genevieve, who said that a friend of hers named Emily is missing, and we came to Vic, this police officer, and asked him about it, and he said he is going to go off duty with us and try to help us find her. So now when we click this, we're going to enter a mission. So this is something new. We're not going to a mission door. It's going to teleport us into a mission from right here, I guess. And now we're going into the mission, and this will allow us to hopefully find Emily. So after hours patrolling, we follow some skulls to an abandoned King's Garment Works, to the abandoned King's Garment Works on the west side of town. And Vic takes up position outside to guard while you head inside to save Emily. So I'm glad about this. I don't want Vic in here because I don't want to have to protect him. The NPCs in this game that you're supposed to protect are notoriously stupid. Oh, okay, so this is a cutscene. Meanwhile, further inside the abandoned Garment Works. Oh, look at this. Misery finished things here without me. Shipment arrived early, I must go. So she must be an elite boss. Yes, Chernobog, but as Lord of Death, you alone can choose the first death to begin the night ceremony. What's the matter? Kill girl first. Show new recruits what happens if they talk to wrong people. So he's going to try to kill. So we're going to have to save her. So save Emily Rodriguez and stop the skulls. So we may be in some trouble if this is an elite boss because I don't have any lucks unless we get some from these guys. We'll see. Ugh, I missed him. I hate missing. Oops. These guys can do some pretty good damage if you get hit too much. And I've been hit twice now. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna rest. Get some hit points back. And you can see how quickly the hit points come back when you're resting. Okay. Alright. What's she doing up there? One saving grace we may have in this mission is that we're only 2 beads, 1, 2, from level 10. And so if we level right before we found a recipe. Okay, that's really cool. So I'm going to stop for a sec. So these are all the different possible types of salvage that we have, and you use them to craft things. Here's the recipes. And so I found a defense buff. This is an invention defense buff, so this is really cool. It's perfect for us because we're a defense martial artist. So you would craft it. It's a level 10. The difference with these things and like these defense buff and say a regular training enhancement is it doesn't expire, right? It says here effective at the bottom blue thing. Effectiveness does not vary as security level changes, so it's going to do 7% defense buff, which is actually better than a regular trainer, which I think would normally do 5, but it does a 7% defense buff automatically. So it's going to cost 2,400 influence to make, and I need an ancient artifact, which I don't have, a lucky charm, which I don't have, and a rune-bound armor. So you can see it tells you how much you need and how much you have. So we have enough influence, we have enough rune-bound armor, we don't have an ancient artifact or a lucky charm. And if you want, you can wait until you collect those, or you can go to the auction house and buy those two for however much they're on sale for by other players, and then we could actually go to a crafting, like a workbench, and craft this thing. And we could craft as many of them as we have the influence and the artifacts for, and then like we could craft, say, if we wanted to, right, we could craft 3 of them and put them all here. So that's pretty cool. it's neat that we have found a recipe. Alright, so let's see. I think we're going to need to use this focus fighting. These guys didn't notice me. How convenient. Alright, so that one's done. Wow, this is all girls. Remember we said last time, the villains, these villains, the Skulls, the Hellions, and like a lot of the other ones, the family, they were all male in the live, sort of when the game launched. Yeah, now see, we've lost a lot of endurance. So I'll turn that toggle off so we can recover it. These guys are our level, so they shouldn't be hard. But notice, 1, 2, 3, and he's still not out, and that's because we haven't kept up with our enhancements, right? We would need at least one white training enhancement on all 3 powers, and I'll show you when we're done here. We don't have that. Right. So in the last episode, or the one before this, I pointed out that you have to have you can take out, yeah, so they're not white. You see these are yellow. You can take out a white con minion with these 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, and they're out. But only if you're basically at your maximum possible enhancements for it. So right now, to max it out, we would need 2 trainers, and we'd need probably 2 damage and thunder kick, 1 in storm kick, and 1 in crane kick that were all at least white. So they'd need to be level 9, and these are level 6, 7, and 8. So we just don't have enough enhancements to keep up with the sort of hit points of the villains. Okay, now here's a fun trick. If you're back here, they can't see you, but you can still sort of con them. Okay, that doesn't look like any trouble at all, so we'll just go ahead and attack. Now, of course, you can still take them out in 3 shots like we just did if you crit. Right? So if you critical them, you can do it. But just on regular hits, you can take out a white con minion in 3 shots if you haven't enhanced those powers correctly, fully. So I'm going to go ahead and down that because I'm really hoping to get some Lux before we have to fight our little buddy, i.e. the Elite Boss. I don't know if we'll have to fight her in this mission. We may not. It might be that we're not going to fight her till the end of the story arc. I don't know this story arc, so I can't say for sure. If I played it, I don't remember it. It's not like the Bonefire arc where I remember every bit of it, pretty much every bit of it, except how it starts. I can't remember which NPC starts it. Okay, there's an endurance. We can go ahead and take that. Oops. Okay, looking good. We're only one... Oh man, we're only a sliver, basically, from this bead, and then we'll be 1 bead. We're basically 1 bead from level 10. There's Misery, and is she? She is a regular boss. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought she was an elite boss. Elite bosses are quite a bit tougher from regular bosses. You should... Oh, alright, this will be no problem. We leveled. Yeah, that's no problem now, because we leveled. Leveled up. Buffed. We should have no problem. Alright, here we go. Yeah, she's not going to have any chance because we're buffed. With the level up buff, this is just going to easily finish her off. That's just luck that we, you know, that we had this, and they ran away. That's just luck that we got the buff exactly when we needed it. That we leveled exactly at the right time. And we just saved Emily. And all these people are cheering for us. That's cool. I mean, that makes you feel heroic. It'd be nice if they talked to you, but it's pretty cool. And Misery was worth 308 experience and 616 influence. Pretty good. And we're level 10. So now we're going to go to King's Row 2. And we have completed this mission. I doubt this is the end of the story arc. Most story arcs are like at least 5 or 6 or 7 missions long, and some of them are quite longer than that. So let's call our contact. And we get another clue. And she says, "Oh, thank the stars Emily is alive and well. I heard Juan Jimenez got himself mixed up in this as well. I guess in hindsight, that's a good thing. It turns out he got a picture of the Skull's leader and pocketed his memory card before they trashed his camera. Juan sent me a copy of the picture, and trust me, this is big news." Okay, so now we'll ask about missions. Part 4, finale. Okay, so this is the ending. So this is unusual. When I'm pretty sure when the game launched, they didn't tell you that it was going to be the finale. So this is going to be the end of the story arc. So we'll do this tonight, and then we'll level up, and then we'll probably end this session. But so that guy Juan snapped a photo of one of the guy Juan snapped a photo of is one of the Lords of Death. Dude goes by the name of Chernobog. What a weird name. I looked his name up online, and apparently it's the name of some Slavic god of darkness or something. Real cheery dude. Anyway, according to Emily and Juan, Chernobog left right before you arrived because the shipment we've been hearing about came in early. Silver Phoenix. Emily told me that the shipment is a truckload of Superadine. If it gets onto the streets, King's Row will be flooded with the stuff. If only we knew where the shipment was going to be delivered, we could put a stop to this. Damn, you were this close to stopping the shipment and taking out one of their leaders. And so I say 10 to 1 that Anderson Construction is hosting the delivery. So we get a clue. Anderson Construction, but why would they? Shauna's eyes light up to connect the dots. That's why all those workers were rounded up by the Skulls to be killed in their ceremony. They all worked at Anderson Construction here in King's Row. With them going missing, that warehouse is going to be empty during the delivery. Silver Phoenix, you're brilliant. We've got to hurry and bust up the delivery. You may want some help if Chernobog is really there. The place will be crawling with skulls. So they're kind of encouraging you to take team members with you. I don't think we're going to need that, but we'll see. First, though, I want to level up and get our next power. So there's Blue Steel, and he's going to level us up. And this makes us level 10. Well, we are level 10 now, sort of effectively, but this makes us level 10. And this means that nearly everything in this zone now is going to be either white or blue to us, or even lower. So now again, it would have been possible all this way to take Super Jump, but I haven't been because, again, I'm trying to do the vanilla experience, and in Vanilla City of Heroes, you did not get your full movement power until level 14. And as you've seen, I hope, you really don't need it at this point. We haven't, it's just like 30 seconds to run back and forth. Train a new level of power, train up to the next level. We're level 10. So we can get Super Jump here, but we're not going to, because this is the greatest power in the game, Practice Brawler. This is my favorite. This is our Mez defense. So this protects us against knockback, disorient, hold, sleep, immobilization, stun, right, etc. So Practice Brawler is going to go right here. And we got a badge. And that badge is Protector of Innocence because we got to level 10. So we got, what else did we get? I didn't even see what else we got there, but we got a bunch of stuff. So let's go into our ID. We're level 10. We have 13,000 experience, but now we have 20,000 influence, so it's starting to build up. We still need probably 780,000, but the influence is slowly starting to build up, which is pretty good. We now have Practice Brawler, and if we go into the enhancement screen and we look it up, and I'm going to put a recharge on it immediately. If we go into the enhancement screen and we look up the details on Practice Brawler, it says that it gives us knockback, knock up, stun, hold, sleep, immobilize. Right, so we're basically protected against almost every kind of mesmerizing attack. Okay. All right, and now this enhancement has expired, so we're going to delete it. And this enhancement has expired, so we're going to delete it. And that enhancement has long expired. We're going to delete that. Okay, so now this is the story arc finale. They're telling us to bring group. It's probably an arch villain. I'm going to make sure we're set to elite bosses. Right, no AV. We should be able to solo it, but just in case, and now we have, notice we have a tray of 5. I'm going to make sure we've got the inspirations we need. It's not that expensive. I guess we got to ask our contacts for him. So we can go to Vic and ask him, or even Shauna, I think. Where is she? She's over there. Where's the mission? The mission's up there. Vic is closer, so let's go to Vic. And we're gonna just see if we can buy our enhancements. Oh, and so Practice Brawler. You click on it, and then it takes a long time. So the way it works, let's do info. In terms of detailed information, it takes 3 minutes and 6 seconds to recharge, but its duration is 2 minutes. So we gotta basically what we want to do is make the recharge time come down to 2 minutes. Right. So we're gonna need several single origin, 2 or 3 single origin recharge enhancements on it to get it to come down to where it will recharge in just under 2 minutes. It used to be, I hope it's still true, you could get the recharge rate down so that it would recharge about 10 seconds after it wore off. And so then, like, literally every minute and 55 seconds or so, you could get it to go again, and you would be permanently protected from Mez. So here's Vic. I believe he sells inspirations. Let's have him introduce us to a new contact. This guy is Lorenzo de Costa, and he's in Skyway City, which is the level 11 plus zone. But I'm going to go to the store. Yes, he sells Lux. We're going to buy 3 Lux. Okay, I want to just make sure we have enough luck that if we're fighting an elite boss, we can stack the Lux and floor the boss. So now we're going to go into this mission, and we're going to see if we can finish up this story arc, and you can see what it's like to finish a story arc. We get really good rewards for that. Usually you get an enhancement for it. We might even get a dual origin enhancement. If you get an enhancement in a mission like that, I think it's either your level or +3 to your current level. I'm not really sure. Normally enhancements are only sold in stores and stuff every 5th level, so you can't buy like a level 12 enhancement, but you can find them in missions. Okay, so this is our private instance mission for the end of this story arc. And so in order to avoid suspicion, the skulls did not have a perimeter guard, lucky for you. I have the feeling this is going to be the last bit of luck we have, especially if this is an arch villain. So they're talking. What are they saying? We're going to make so much money. Stay alert, Silver Phoenix is looking for us. That's right, she is. This is a new map. I have not seen this before. Yeah, this is definitely a new story arc. Pretty cool. Hi, guys. Wow. miss on. See, the thing about super reflexes is they miss you a lot, but when they hit, it hurts. But look at that. She was about to attack me, and I knocked her back, so she got 0 attacks. That's the beauty of knockback. And now our practice brawler has recharged, which is good, because we're going to want to use that against our elite boss. Again, assuming it's an elite boss and not just a regular boss. So I'm going to rest again. Notice I've been using rest a lot more. And that's because both the endurance is being used a lot with these toggles, and also because we're taking a lot more damage from the bad guys, right? They're able to do more to us, and we haven't really been able to use, like, to enhance our defenses and stuff. So, for example, I don't have focus senses. We're going to have to get that very soon. That defends us against ranged attacks. But when they shoot at us, the only defense we have is combat jumping and agile, which isn't very much. So now I knock that guy back, and while he's running back to me, I could switch to this guy, right? So that's a little bit of soft control. Don't run away from me. Oof. Alright, we got 4 Lux. That's actually very good. But notice I've had to take a knee twice now in rapid succession, so as you can see, it's getting harder. Now again, once we have all of our powers slotted and stuff, we won't have to rest very much. But for right now, we're reaching this point. They used to call it the puberty levels, right? Just like how the teen levels are very hard for, like, real life people, right, in age. The teen, you know, that basically the levels in the early teens and stuff are sort of puberty for your hero. We're not quite there yet, but we're at level 10, and it's going to start, the villains start getting more powerful, and you don't really have the enhancements to defeat them as easily anymore. And so when you get past this, it's fine. But look at how much I'm missing just by luck, and so without the single origin accuracy enhancers to really increase your chance to hit, without your single origin recharge enhancers to increase the recharge rate of your powers, without the single origin endurance reducers to reduce the endurance you're using, it really drains all of yours, you know, both your health and your endurance get really drained. I have had terrible luck on the knockback here. I think I used crank kick like 4 times and it didn't knock anybody back. And I missed so much, and my luck's just been awful. Finally, some knockback. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to rest again. 3 times now. Right, so in case when you were watching earlier, oh my gosh, this game is so easy, there's no way you could die. Yeah, that's not true. You can die. No matter how good you are, no matter how well statted your characters are, they do make a challenge out of the game. Okay, I'm not sure which way to go here, so I'm just going to stay in this room. Let's see. Okay, these guys are yellows. Let's go ahead and pull. By the way, pulling, that's not something you do when you're having scrapper lock. Wow, another 2 misses. And where did this one come from? Got another recipe. Good. So this is now a damage endurance recipe. So this is an enhancement that does 2 things. It increases damage and reduces endurance, right? So you can slot it in one slot and it'll do, instead of doing 15% of both, it does 7% each. So depending on how you want to slot yourself, that could be something you might want. so this guy, and yeah, we got another guy coming. So we've aggroed 2 spawns here, which is okay. We're alright. I don't like getting shot with range because we don't have much defense against it, but nothing we can do about that. Alright. Careful with the knockback. Okay. Just want to make sure that wasn't the elite boss. Okay. Alright, so we got her. This is a really cool map. I like this. So this is like a factory where they're... That's right, this is where they were, where the shipment came. Right? Now again, see, even though we're, as I said, kind of in the pre-puberty levels, we're still doing well enough that we can pretty much just go non-stop through these yellow cons, and they're not a big deal. I mean, we are going to have to stop and rest, but not too bad. Ugh, missed again. I am missing a lot. Anything over here? No. Let's clean up the map. One of the reasons I like to sort of clean up the map is so that if I have trouble finding something, I don't wonder, is it back here, is it back there? You know. Was it down this hallway? Was it down that hallway? Right this way I know, okay, it's all filled in. There's a lot of yellow cons in here, so this is a level 11 mission. The one thing that makes me a little concerned is if I'm fighting, excuse me, a level 11 elite boss, it's going to be purple. Right, because it would be red normally. 2 misses in a row, man. The misses just kill you. Oh, that's cool. Any clues in here? Nothing. Alright, gonna keep going. Now, why did I move to the side here? My plan was to knock her into the wall, and most particularly not to knock her down into an area I haven't been to yet, because I don't want to chase her and then end up in another spawn or with the elite boss and not be ready for it. Again, I'm just assuming there's an elite boss in here. I'm not really 100% sure. So we got some more salvage. Can we make either of our recipes? No? No? Let's see. So we have a damage enhancer too. That's a training enhancement. Sort of an invention trainer. So we don't have enough yet to make one of these. And there's the cutscene. Okay. So here's our elite boss. This could be a lot of trouble if I gotta fight all these guys. So we'll see. I may not be able to do this mission if I have to fight them all. My brother, he tells me not to hunt you. He tells me killing you would be bad for business. That it isn't right time. Maybe that's true, maybe. Unfortunately for you, I've never had a good mind for business. Wow, look at that. Oh boy. Yep, he's red. So he's just level 10. Oh, there he is. Okay, time for luck. Times 2. Practice brawler. Okay. take these guys out super fast. I hate having to fight these guys. Alright, so we got her. Alright, now we're going to face him. We're going to need some inspirations here. Let's go. Alright, we got him. Alright, yep, I think I'm alright now. Practice Brawler is absolutely saving me from whatever knockdowns and stuff that he has. Whatever mez he has is not working because I have Practice Brawler. And he's not going to be able to beat it. So he can't stun me, which means he can't turn off my toggles. Throw another luck in there just for good measure. And that's it. We got him. We've received our first merit reward, so these guys are all running away now. These merits are awarded for completing difficult tasks and allow you to exchange them for powerful rewards such as enhancements. Merits can be spent at the merit reward vendors throughout Paragon City, Pretoria, and the Rogue Isles. Merit rewards are stored in the Special tab in your salvage window. Merits earned from completing task forces and strike forces and trials are subject to diminishing returns if the same task is completed more than once within a 24-hour period. So try out different task forces and strike forces. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, so there's our reward merit. So info, right? And this tells us the same thing. So we got merits. We also got some really nice enhancements. We have a level 10 heal, so we'll put that on health. We have a level 11 endurance reducer, so we can put that on storm kick. So now they're all going to cost us a little less endurance. That was cool. And I think we got a badge, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so we finished this, and now we're going to head out. Oh, I also want to look at the rewards. We get 200 experience and 200 influence for completing the mission, but for beating the elite boss, we got, look at that, 816 experience and 1600 influence. Look at all that influence. So now we're going to head out to King's Row, and we're going to finish up the story arc, and then we're going to head to a safe area, and then we will stop for tonight. Alright, so let's see. Contact. Call. And we finished the story arc. And the story arc reward was 1800 experience and 900 influence. And that's because I think it's double experience. It should be 9 and 9. So I received Blessing of the Zephyr, run speed, jump speed, flight speed. Oh, I received a recipe. Blessing of the Zephyr. So this is a universal travel. So it's a run speed, jump speed, etc. So we could use that as well. That's an invention enhancement, right? So the workbench enhancements are sort of the trainer types, and then these are the special types. Okay. She says, I can't believe you did it. You stopped the Superadine shipment and arrested one of the Lords of Death, Silver Phoenix. I don't know how I or anyone in King's Row could thank you. I mean, the Skulls are going to be looking for some payback. I don't know if I could ever live knowing I was being hunted, but I guess that's what makes you a hero, huh? And I got an email from a guy called Eagle Eye of the Regulators, the supergroup who cracked down on drugs throughout the 1980s. Anyway, he said he wanted to meet you, so I told him I'd put him in contact with you. And so there he is. And we have another contact. So we got a lot of contacts. Meanwhile, notice Twin Shot has become inactive. That's because we didn't do her story arc soon enough. It's a lower level story arc. It's okay, we can't do everything. And I did want to take Thunder Kick out, this damage out, and put this one in. I like to put accuracies on this side if I can. I don't know why, I just always do. Accuracy first down, I do accuracy first, damage next, and then endurance and recharge at the end. There's no particular reason to do it that way. That's just how I started doing it, and I just keep doing it now. Alright, so let's go back to blue steel, and we'll level up. And now we have absolutely nothing to fear in this zone, because we're now as high or higher level than everything in the zone. So now we're going to get 2 more slots, and we'll add them to our powers, and then we'll be finished. I don't know why I always end up coming this way. And since it's level 11, we're now 3 levels from Super Jump. I'm going to probably get Focus Chi at level 12, and then we'll get Super Jump at level 14. Or I might get Focus Senses at level 12, actually. Get Focus Chi at 16. Alright, train up to a new level of power, train the next level, and now we get 2 enhancement slots. We're going to put 1 on Storm Kick and 1 on Practice Brawler. And we are done. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. We actually finished a story arc. I do want to show one more thing. Hang on. Souvenirs. So our name and picture in the paper. And this is the Superadine Ring, right? And so this is basically a summary of the whole thing. And the souvenirs are name and picture in the paper. And we also got Toothbreaker Jones' mayonnaise jar, which is pretty cool. Alright. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. I'm really happy to have been doing so well with this character. I don't think she has ever died. So we're level 11, and we've never actually been defeated, which is pretty good. We definitely needed the inspirations to finish that storyline, but that's fine. And we were able to defeat our first elite boss. Or was it elite? Yeah, he was an elite boss. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the flip side.